So, okay, two things. So I said this. So I told that story, and I'm like at home, and it was like over Christmas, and making a dumb video with my sister. My grandma pops off from the kitchen, and she goes, "You know, your grandpa never asked me to like pee in his mouth, but I think if he would have, I would have done it in the shower." And I was like, "Grandma, what's wrong? Like, go back upstairs, bro." I was like, "You're not even a part of this. Also, that's so fucking weird, you know? Like, she's nuts. God bless her." You can meet my grandma. I have more stories about her. I'm opening up a Google Voice number for my grandma so that men can send her their dick pics from comedy shows. My grandma gave me my first vibrator. This is true. And she called me into her kitchen, and she like pulled it out of the pantry, because that's where she keeps her snacks, I guess. I don't know, bro. It was, you know, some people like that joke. You guys are like really concerned. I feel like those of you that are like closer to my grandma's age than not, you're like, that is wrong. I know. Okay, I turned out okay, but she, well, yeah, it was shaky. She did. So me and my sisters used to send her our dick pics that we would get from, which I understand is even more questionable because we were in high school. But look, my grandpa died a while ago, and my grandma, she likes to look at hot naked cowboys online. Like, we got her a naked cowboys holding chickens calendar on Etsy, right? You guys should look it up, honestly. It's pretty good. And it's like a silver fox naked man calendar. Silver fox is holding chickens nude, all right? My stepmom was like, "No way that exists." I was like, "Oh, it fucking does." I was like, "I know about things on the internet that would just repulse you that exist." It's true. When I say that in front of gay guys, they usually get really excited because they're like, "She knows." We would send her dick pics, and she started to get really bored and spicy about it, right? Like, she reads all these romance novels, and so I sent her this really beautiful picture of this man who, you know, when you go to San Francisco Pride, it's like face painting and then just like cocks, right? It's like erect penises and cock rings, and then like weird superhero costumes from the waist up. That's pretty much what it is. So I took this picture of this guy. He was Spider-Man with his dick out, all right? Beautiful. Line it up right against Civic Center. I squatted down. My boyfriend was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Down here. I'm gonna get it," you know? And then I sent it to my grandma. I was so pumped, dude. And my grandma goes, "Send a bigger one next time, sweetie." I was like, you're becoming deranged. Like, I don't know. So now when I tell this joke, guys are always like, "Ooh, like delicious," or whatever. I'm like, I am opening her a Google Voice number. She's given me permission. And people can send whatever they want. And she can look at it or she may not. If someone was gonna call CPS, it's way too late because I'm about to be 33. So getting jumped. So the ex-boyfriend, right? The ex-boyfriend who's into all that stuff. I came home I left, I was mad. I come home, I'm like, he's not sober. But I'm gonna buy the Strap-On. Because like I said, if you're gonna do it when it's all going down, right? I was like, I already know. Even if he is sober, this is gonna be bad, right? So I went in, and mind you, when I left, just like timing-wise, it happened to be during the George Floyd protests, okay? This is relevant. So I come back, and I go to this sex shop in downtown Oakland. It's a little boutique, and it's owned by a very friendly black lesbian couple, and they were willing to tell me everything I needed to know about pegging, which is when you buy a penis and a strap, it's like when when you go skydiving or whatever, and you gotta like step into the thing. You know, you gotta do that, and then you pull it on, and then you put on a dick. But you can choose your dick, right? You can choose whatever you want. And I didn't know this, so when you buy one, it comes with like a regular size, like a little blue one or like a little pink one, because men are scared, okay? But, and I kind of get it, but with what you guys do to us, I was like, I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up, okay? I was like, he has ruined my life! So I went, and I was like, I need a second version. So I bought this really big black one, and it was like all veiny, and it had like balls. It was like modeled after a porn star. It looked like someone was gonna have to get like a forklift or a hook to like get it down. And I was really proud of myself, and so I walked over and I like set it on the counter all loud, just like, you know what I mean? And I was like ready to get it. And the ladies, they were like, "Thank you so much for supporting black business." And I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me, bro. I was like, I'm gonna think about this while I'm fucking railing him in the bathtub later. There's hope. I did do it, and he did like it, but then afterwards he said I emasculated him, and I was like, well, if you ask a woman to fuck you in the ass who's already paying your bills, is it really my fault? I don't know. Seems like a you problem. You know what I mean? What I have figured out is that, like, if you're a woman that admits to owning a strap-on who doesn't always use it, it doesn't matter. It's like being a man who's like, oh, like, me and Timmy touched tips once, but I'm not gay. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, like my current boyfriend, all of my girlfriends, they just think that I'm like a secret fucking freaky lesbian. Like I'm on a lifelong mission to just stick things in people's asshole. Like I'm just waiting to pop it in. Like everyone's nervous. It doesn't matter what I say. My boyfriend's like, why do you still have that in the drawer? I'm like, it is a part of me, okay? You don't know what we've done together. We've been through things. We've seen things, all right? For those of you that were uncomfortable, I'll tell you something worse. Okay, also, to sum up getting fought, I told that joke, and then 4 women walked in to pee at a bar and then decided to start a fight with me. And I was a little drunk, and I told her she was a dumb bitch. We hit each other. I lost a chunk of hair, and I'm proud. And I called my dad the next day, and I said I brought the family honor. That's the fight story, really. But it was super dumb because they were like 6 big lesbian ladies. And I think because I looked the way I do, they were like, you're lying. You're calling us men. And I was like, no, like, I'm going to be a man with you. Like, I was like, you know, let's hang out. Collaborate. I don't know. It didn't end up well. I used to bring men home to meet my dad, like, even when I was younger. And he would do this thing. You know how, like, stereotypical old dads, they will show off, like, their gun collection or whatever and scare boyfriends. I don't think that's as much of a California thing, but I met a guy here, and he was like, I heard people in Arizona, they have, like, 50 guns. I was like, you've met my dad. You know? When my dad met my boyfriend, he picked us up from the airport, the current boyfriend, not the butt one. And, I have to specify that because my current boyfriend is like, everyone thinks you fuck me in the ass. And I'm like, look, sorry. He could try it once, like, Jesus Christ. No, he's not here. The comedians know him. He's like, I'm right here, come and get me. You might be interested in this, my guy. So my dad, right, instead of the gun, I mean, he did that a little bit, but he changed. He started bringing out his phone, and he would show off the sex toys that he was shopping for on the internet, right? He would bring it out and start scrolling. Has he ever done that to you? No. That lack of answer was actually more fun than you just being like, no. Like, that was cool. I'm like, there's mystery, maybe. But he was always, so he can't, the thing he always does is like, he's brought a lot of things out, but the main one is like, he owns this thing called the Commander. You know what it is? I don't believe you. You definitely know what it is. You definitely know what it is. Sometimes in San Francisco, men get excited. They'll be like, oh yeah, but you go outside of San Francisco and men are like, no, I do not know. And I'm like, you obviously know. Nobody else said anything. You're the one who knows. You keep at it, bro. You could get 2, you could strap one to your forehead, you could get a 3-fer, you know? So this is what it is. It's a penis that you strap to your face, okay? So you can do a lot of things, right? Your mouth, available, right? But then it goes right here, okay? And I shouldn't know this, but since I do, I told my stepmom, I don't know how you can look at him like that. Yeah, no, I know too much. It's very dark, but like, he keeps wearing it out, bro, and then he keeps talking about it. He's like, oh, I gotta get another one, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? I started talking about my strap-on at the dinner table, and he's all mad at me because it's black, you know? I'm like, oh, sorry that I'm intimidating you. All right. That was a lot of strap-on talk. You guys it was up and down. You guys, some of you are good, some of you guys are like, I don't know, my butt's clutching, I'm afraid. Do you guys get compliments from your family that, like, make you really uncomfortable? Always. Yeah, right? Never? Always. Like what? Hey, you look so fucking good. You're just talking to me more about being hot. Like, I appreciate it, but you're a delicious guy again, aren't you? Yes. You know what? I admire your dedication to your vibes. Oh, you're the owner? That's why. He's like, I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to fuck whatever I want. No. I like it. I'm glad somebody finally told me that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank you. You keep going. I'm like, we're going to do shots after this for sure. No, Not with me, but you know what I learned? There's a fucking YouTube, you guys probably don't, I won't explain it, but there's a YouTube thing that I learned recently, the show I watch. You know, like, some lesbians wear them all the time? Bro, why? Bro, like, we don't have to deal with the sticky. I've been wearing spandex for 2 hours. I have pissed 16 times, okay? Anyway, my family gives me uncomfortable compliments, but they're, like, not nice ones. Like, I feel like usually it's like, I had a Southern grandma, and she'd be like, you look fat. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, Grandma. You know what I mean? Like, that was normal. My dad says fucked up shit. Like, I showed him a picture of me in Portland, and he said, you look like you have hairy armpits. When you don't laugh, I'm like, so I do? That's what I look like? Cool. No. And then, what? There's another one. He told me, well, my uncle told me this Christmas, he said, you're basically my nephew without a penis. Yeah, which he's kind of wrong about considering the context I just gave you, no? So, yeah, it's a weird, you know, the older you get, it's, maybe I'm going to grow my armpit hair out. I don't know. I've been giving it some thought. No, that's a new joke. It's really more of a thought than anything else. Do you guys watch true crime? Because I got laid off in August, so I've gone through too much Netflix, and I know as like a white comedian, you're like, oh, another girl's gonna talk about true crime. Hooray, I get it, okay? But I'm way too into it. I genuinely used to fall asleep to like Chris Hansen on YouTube, you know, the old To Catch a Predator replays? Because Chris Hansen's a soothing ass man, bro. Even old, he is fine, and he will keep you safe. Okay, you guys aren't with that. That's fine. But I would fall asleep to it, right? And I would wake up and I would get all nervous and I would think like, I would think there was a man in my house. Then I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm still alone, you know? And that's like, I've gone through all of the true crimes to the point where I'm starting to tune in to the phrasing with that like people use. Cause like, sure, they're about bad people. But I watched one on this nurse. She killed like 10 babies or something in the UK. I think she attempted to kill like many more. So this reporter's talking about it. She's like, and they're Australian or something. She goes, she killed 8 wonderful babies, you know? And I was like, look, it's not good to kill babies, but how the fuck do you know that all 8 of them are wonderful? You don't. The odds of 8 babies in this day and age all turning out to be wonderful, absolutely not. 2 of them may be good people, but they're gonna be whores, right? Only something, right? One of them, a murderer, something really bad. The rest of them, fucking wild cards. You might get one good one, and nobody wants to talk about that, you know? That needs a better ending, but I think it's really true. Like, I just think that's... All right. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. I'll do a couple more, and then I'll keep talking shit. Well, now I'm afraid, because you can do whatever you want, right? You're the owner. And you got this has a backyard. You could just like, I don't know, never mind. I'm going in a really weird, dark direction. And internally I was like, pull back. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I will say, so I've never felt super ladylike. Like, that's one thing I don't know if you relate to, but I've never been good at it. And I think that, like, it's a weird expectation. Like, women, we always feel like we're supposed to feel ladylike, right? And men wish we were more ladylike. Whatever. I get, maybe not you. You're into it. This guy back here, doesn't matter. Penis, whatever. You know, do you. If you can take it off and put it back on, more power to you. I don't get invited to girls' nights very often because I feel like I know I'm kind of an intense person and I'm loud or whatever, but the other thing is usually girls that like group together, they're kind of more that woo girl vibe, right? They all have like the same look or whatever. And like female comedians, we are degenerates, okay? So like, if I get invited to a girls' night with non-female comedians, they just needed an extra person, okay? They were like, we'll ask her and she'll get excited, she'll put on a dress, she'll have to spend $150 and we'll all eat the expensive edamame, whatever, right? And then everyone takes a fucking tequila shot while Sheila cries because her boyfriend made her split the bill and got her a fake diamond bracelet. And then you have to tell some fucking stupid story to make her feel better. And I'm like, I don't know you, you know? And now I'm drunk. So I'm like, I'm gonna take my shot, which we will do after. And I'm always like, I'm gonna tell a real goddamn story. This does go back to the guy earlier, this is true. So the last one I went to, I took my shot and I was like, all right. I was like, that sucks about Timmy, but My boyfriend got blackout drunk and he stole my car. He had sex with a man in it and abandoned it outside of a Walgreens in Alameda. Yeah. Almeda's pretty fucking small. I don't know if you knew that, but everybody knew who he was and who I was. So it wasn't great, you know, it was a fun time. He lives with his parents now in South Carolina. And I'm in a group chat with his ex-girlfriends and I post his mugshots on the internet. Mugshits is fair enough also. Mugshits, that was a weird slip up. Maybe that'll be my first merch sticker, mugshits. Delicious. The last thing I'll tell you guys, then I'll get out of here. So with the being ladylike thing, I'll tell you two things. So one thing is like, I don't like lingerie shopping, right? That sucks. I go every Christmas because there's not like malls here that are close to San Francisco with like regular stores that I know, right? They're all like fancy boutiques. So I go to Victoria's Secret when I hit Phoenix, which is also annoying because nobody likes to go there except for men, I guess. I don't know. It probably makes you uncomfortable too, but you guys at least get to look at something, right? We go in and they're all like 19-year-old girls with a fucking lisp, dude, and they're like, they have their boobs pushed up to their neck to the point where it sounds like they're wheezing and lisping. They're always like, oh my God, welcome to Victoria's Secret. How can I help you? You know what I mean? They get like really into your face. She's like, oh my God, you look so sexy in this. You look so sexy. Just picture yourself in this. This is so beautiful. I fucking hate it, dude. You know, I make myself sick practicing that. It makes me want to bash my head into a wall. And like, I go in and I'm confused because my sisters are like hot Latinas, right? My baby sister got a boob job. Don't fucking get me started about that because like, who needs that? You know, me, obviously. Thanks for the support on that. And I would look at those like bondage style bodysuits and they've got like the slats and the straps and the holes and they make you wonder like where your nipples go. You know what I mean? If you're like me, right? And so I was looking at it one time, the Victoria's Secret girls, they come up to you and they do their little thing and they're like, oh my God, you're so sexy. You should really buy it. You should picture yourself. And it's just like, it makes me so uncomfortable. And I started to picture it because I just wanted her to get the fuck away from me, right? And I just got in there after 2 boxes of buy one, get one pork buns next door, right? And I told you female comedians are degenerates, so you shouldn't tell me to picture things. Because now I'm standing there, I'm looking at the bodysuit, and I'm picturing it, but I'm like curled up in some awkward position during sex, like a flex burrito, right? And I've got the bodysuit on, so I look like one of those Christmas hams with all the ties, right? With like the meat poking through. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, dude, it looks like you know, like if you had a really fat great aunt that was like sitting on a lawn chair in the heat of summer. If you were underneath it looking up, like that's what I was picturing. And I like that joke. It's poetic. Anyway, that's where I'm at as a lady. And this is the last thing I will tell you guys, is I finally tried recently, right? I went to a ladies' night that I thought I would have fun at. And I kind of did. But here's the story. So my coworker from my old job, she is insane and a drunk. And so she invites us. She's nice, though. She invites us to the ballet. She's like, I got free tickets to the ballet or whatever. She says it's at UC Berkeley, right? The other girls' nights I told you about, the Timmy, they always cry, right? I said, this is going to be a good one. It's at a college campus. No crying, okay? I didn't know that everybody who hung out at Berkeley was 190 years old. I don't know what that's about, but we went to a bar to pregame. Nobody in there could hear anything. Our waitress had a hearing aid and hated me. And she was like, why are they in here, right? We're all like dressed up hot. I didn't even get a drink. She just wanted us to leave. I had to drink the mini bottle that I keep in my purse for emergencies only. Yeah. And so, like, we get out of here. My friend's all drunk. She's like, we're going to the ballet. There's no music, you guys. It's going to be crazy. I was like, what do you mean there's no music? She goes, it's a silent ballet. And I was like, you are a fucking bitch, dude. What? I was like, you got us drunk at a terrible bar with cranky old white ladies, and now we're going to go to a silent ballet? And mind you, I said it's at Berkeley. So this ballet, there's 5 Israeli ballet, which not commenting on where they're from, but the lesbians at Berkeley definitely were, okay? So they're angry, they're screaming at everyone in line for the ballet. And the ballet is quiet, 5 men. The whole time you just hear their cheeks slapping. They're beautiful, very talented men, but just like nude leotards, cheeks slapping. And then they did this like weird DEI thing, I think because it was Berkeley. They put like 2 women, and both women happen to be black women, but they put them in the dark, which like, separate conversation that's fucked up. You cannot see anything except their asses, and they're just twerking. 3 hours twerking in the corner. No, I will, after our shot, maybe. So Thank you. The end of this ballet, dude, all 5 of these guys they get down, they squat. You guys know human centipede? Yeah. You definitely do, because you know. So they all squatted down, right? And they made the formation, and like they literally all went, "Hey!" into each other's butts. It was supposed to be like this beautiful art moment. And dude, I lost my shit. I like smoked weed outside before we got in there. I was like, this is gonna be the worst night of my life. I got so fucked up, and I started laughing. And it echoed because we were in a really bad seat. And this like crazy lady in front of me turned around. She's probably like a Berkeley professor or something. She was like, she sounded British to me, but it's probably just because she was a bitch, right? So she turned around and she was like, "Will you please stop it?" And I was like, for once of your life, why don't you fucking stop it? Let me hit my $20 vape in my seat and have fun. You know, I lost it. And then they kicked me out of the ballet. I made a huge scene. That's the best girls' night I have ever had. Okay? Thank you, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Please give it up for Bryce, everybody. Thank you so much. That was really fun.